Hello everyone, this is Diane. Happy New Year. Today is January 1st as I'm making this video. And you can see I have my circus supplies out. I'm feeling a little bit, I'm starting the year divided over what I should be doing because I spent quite a bit of time this weekend doing some more organizing and destashing, and I found, they're just out of my reach. Here they are. I found this set of papers that I had gotten like just before or just after Christmas last year from Stampin' Up. And they are little winter gnomes. It's not a Christmas set, it's a winter set. So I'm thinking I don't want to hold on to these for another year, so I'm thinking I need to make a winter gnome journal, and probably two, because there are 6 designs and 2 of each design, so I could put 6 pages in each journal. So do I want to set aside the circus yet again so I can get these done in January? But I think I'm going to go ahead and finish this that I've just barely gotten started, and then make these before I do more circus journals. It's just all these other things keep coming in, coming before the circus journals, but I've done a couple anyway, circus journals. Just other things come in between them. So yeah, I think I want to make some really fun wintry woodlands type of journals with the gnomes. Tell me what you think about that. Maybe one signature, I don't know. All right, so like I said, I've been cleaning, organizing, destashing things this weekend. And I came across some things that I'm going to add to my circus journal supplies. And I had forgotten I got these. They were in with my tags when I organized the tags. And I think they must have been on clearance somewhere. I don't even know where I got them. But they're adorable little shaker tags. And they're the bright colors of a circus. And the reason I bought them was to put them in a circus journal. And then my daughter brought these over because she knew I was making circus journals, and these were in her supplies that she doesn't use anymore. So these are really fun to use. And then I found a box of Disney postcards that I had, and I pulled out all the Dumbo ones for the circus journals. I found these guide cards, so I think they will work well. And in fact, I already have a purpose for them in there. And I guess everything else was already pulled. Oh, no, I have these Romper Room cards, these vintage Romper Room cards with a lion and a zebra. And then I just have the stack of book pages that I want to include. I want to focus on, with this journal, I want to focus on using these pages that came out of that, but there's a ton of them, so obviously I'm not going to use, I'll just use a fraction of them. And then just now, as I was kind of getting my supplies organized and ready to use, I realized I have a lot of these, not those, these. These are from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. And I think it's from Circus Carnival or Carnival. I don't remember the name of the kit. But I thought these would be great for this journal. So I want to pull all of these little pieces that came with this set. I don't think this came with it. I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't think they did. But these brightly colored ones did. And I can use those if I want to. I just want to focus on getting some of these in there. And I think I might have shown you this. It's a recipe card from the Betty Crocker Recipe Library, and it has a cookie jar shaped like a clown, and then this little birthday card. So I don't know if I'll use them in this journal or one of the other ones. All right, that's enough talking. Let's actually get some work done in here. I did do some. Oh, I know, we're not done yet. I have to look at my box of stamps. I've got this tote here that has a lot of stamps and other supplies. I want to pull some out and then set this box aside. I have a lot to choose from for supplies, but I don't want to have to choose from everything. So I'm going to limit it somewhat. So let's look at the stamps I pulled, and I'll just select a few to put on my project tray next to me. Because I pulled a lot of stamps for circus journals. They're still coming. They're still coming. There's more. Do I have a lot of stamps? I have a lot of stamps. And these aren't necessarily circus stamps. Just a lot of them are going to go well with the circus theme. Oh, yes. Here is my little tray of washi tapes that I selected for this a long time ago. These supplies have been stashed in my office since November, because I put them aside to do work on Christmas journals, probably since the end of October. Anyway, let's see, let's pick out some of the word stamps. Always believe something wonderful is about to happen. I think that's a good one for a circus journal. I really like this. Make today ridiculously amazing. I like this tag with the diagonal stripes. That's a possibility. Of course, I won't use all of these, but I'm going to set them over there. I like this. I just like the style of it. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. And a balloon, hot air balloon. And I like this fun border. It looks kind of snowflakey. Maybe I'll just set that aside and do it with the gnome journal. I don't think I'll use that one. There's a Ferris wheel. Now, circuses don't usually come with large equipment like Ferris wheels that they have to set up, but I don't think I'll use that. That's kind of like a ticket, but I have lots of tickets. I like these shapes, and I have a little, this. I like these for just a little embellishing here and there. Some corners just in case, and a bicycle, unicycle. I like the starburst. And smile. That's a great one for a circus. Enjoy the simple moments. All right, my daughter brought her circus set over. Here it is. So it's a birthday set, but it has the elephant with a party hat and the balloon, the You're Amazing, and the font makes it look circusy. So I'm going to put that set over there. And I thought maybe one of these gentlemen could represent the ringmaster, but I don't think I'll keep this out for this journal. Whatever you are, be a good one. And because of the font, I think it looks circusy. And this also comes with a Ferris wheel and an elephant with a party hat and a fun corner. I've had these stamps for a very long time. This is just like mixed media type of scribbly stuff, but I thought some of these could be fun, but I'll save that for a different journal. And same with these funky arrows and things. These are just label stamps for journaling. I'll set them over there in case I want them. And I do like these borders, but I'm going to save them for something else. Yeah, I don't think I'll use those in this one. This circle I thought would be great. And maybe the horn, because it looks like a clown prop. I'll set that over there. And of course, these would just be little background things for, yeah, I'll put them over there just in case. Some more journaling spots and some ticket and tags That's from Elizabeth Craft Designs. In fact, I believe I already put some of those over there, that label with the diagonal stripes. Okay, so that's the stamps. That's more than I need. I have these colored tickets, which I will leave out. I was looking for them, forgetting that I had them stashed in my office. I was looking for them for, you know, I just wanted to know where all my tickets were. So I've got peanut and popcorn bags. These are just little scraps of paper. Cut off pieces that I can make embellishments with. This one is too big for this journal, but I have these peanut and popcorn bags. And I have these patterns. I think I'll save them for a different journal. I've got my yarn and this ribbon that I think are great fun. And these border pieces. These are Anna Griffin. And I'm trying to lean with a vintage look for this book because all of the pages that came in this book are vintage images. But I am adding these because these are bright colors, but they look vintagey, so we're gonna combine these. And let's see, I have some yo-yos. I like these vintage looking ones. And these are bright ones, so I'm going to put those aside for a different journal. Now, I'm going to put these stamps back in this box. So these are some supplies I don't have to look through as I am choosing things to use in my journals. In this journal, I mean. Got some yo-yos. I'll just tuck them in here with the washi tape so they don't get lost. And this little container has little tiny pieces like the little swing tabs, and little words, little stamps. Got my reinforcements that I punched and some gold stars in there. I was looking for those for Christmas journals, and there they are. Okay. More little words. I know I have little words in this basket too. Monkeys. Okay. Goodness. Takes time to get all set up and organized for this. Now let's take a look at what I have done with my journal so far. I got my pages cut. I made my cover, obviously. I kept this as it is, and it has a 2-inch piece of chipboard in there. Covered it with this fabric. And this was a vintage little Valentine. It was an envelope for a Valentine that the child would have cut out of a book of Valentines. So I used that for the nameplate. And then I had this blue library pocket. And this came out of a vintage circus souvenir book. And this is just a negative from some stars that I cut out. So that's what I've gotten done with the cover so far. And then I cut my pages and put them together and got a bit of a start. I put the front pocket on the front of every journal or every signature. So I guess I took it. These colored cards. Now these are the cards that came, the blank cards that came with the library, recipe library, Betty Crocker. And I had colored these previously, a long time ago. But this is the perfect size. Not all the pockets are the same size, so these two I had to just trim off a little bit, but the width of them is still good. So I just need to put embellishments on them. And I went through my pages that came out of this book, looking for a vertical design that was large enough, but not too big, and black and white. That's what I wanted on the front of each of those. And it took me a while to find the last one, but there it is. And it's kind of small, so I left a space down here so I could put a word down there. Audience cheers. How about that? Because they're interacting with the audience there. It's a bunch of pretty ladies. They look like Hollywood ladies, so I think that was a publicity shot, maybe. I think I'll just put that on there. So I went through my scrapbook paper yesterday, and it took a long time to go through it sheet by sheet. And I have a large stack of pages that I'm getting rid of. And I emptied one drawer, and the other drawers aren't quite as full. And I did have a stack of papers that wouldn't fit in the drawers, and now everything is in the drawers. So that means I got rid of quite a bit. And that makes me happy. So that destash will be coming to my shop soon. I just listed the vintage Valentines that I got over the flea market season. I just listed them this morning. Let's see about what we want to put in on this. Since there's black and white here, I think I'd like to put a color picture. So this little stack are things that are cut out of books, including the souvenir books, and scrapbook paper and digitals. I like that one. That's out of a vintage children's book. And I had this word monkeys right here. But this needs a label or something. See if I have anything already made in here. Oh, I've got all these shapes that I cut out with my Big Shot. I put all these things that I stamped and cut out, and then I think I cut some out with my Big Shot too. I think I need like a larger, fancier label for that. So I'm going to look at my stamps. Oh, maybe this one. Yeah, that one. So I think I'll just stamp that right on the page and then glue the word monkeys in there. it goes that way. I don't think it matters, but I like it that way. Now this is my VersaFine Clear ink, and it is a pigment ink. So I just tapped it on there lightly because a pigment ink is wetter than a dye ink. And I won't press it down too hard because the photopolymer stamps would squish out if you press down too hard, and you don't get a crisp image if you press down too hard. But that's a nice image right there. You can do embossing, like a dry embossing with a embossing powder with a pigment ink because they are wetter. We'll have to try that one day on a video with my VersaFine Clear and see how they do with embossing. I'm going to put that on a tiny little scrap just to outline the word monkeys. I had a wonderful Christmas with my children. We didn't do our Christmas until this past Friday, the 28th, I think. 28th or 29th. We had popovers on Christmas morning, so I did get to see them on Christmas morning. But my daughter-in-law had to work Christmas, so we saved our gift exchange. Now, if this was just a little smaller, I would put that on red also. But I think it's okay the way it is, because I don't want to, go right to the edges of that card. So my daughter is just amazing with her gift giving. She excels at imaginative and creative gift giving. She knows how to find just the right gifts, and she works hard at it. And so I'll have to tell you about the special things she did for my son's family, and for me. There, that's a cute little card. And then I think I'll attach some lace or fabric as a tab here. I think that's really cute. I love that. Okay, let me find some fabric. Or I could use a piece of this crochet. Let's try that. And I will glue that instead of sewing it. I'll just glue it to the back. And that will have to dry before I put it back in there. So we can move on to the next card. It's a thick yarn tab, so hopefully that Fabri-Tac will hold it. Okay, next. Maybe I have enough of these children's cards illustrations that would be good for this. Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of them. It would be fun to... Oh, look at that. That's adorable. Well, let me look and see what other words I have in here. Let's use animals and animal trainers. And I will put this on this green scrap. I was going to round the corners. Did I do that? No. I don't think I will, though, because I didn't round the corners up the picture. I'm only making one of this kind of journal, so I don't have to repeat this for 2 journals like I normally do. I'm making multiple circus journals, but each one is going to be a different style. So instead of a label, I can just do a little border. What did I choose for border stamps? I was hoping I had this one in here. It's that line right there. I like that. Maybe I could put this one on the bottom. Oh, I tore it. Darn it. That would have been cool. And this one on the top. I know that that tear will show if I stamp it. There's even a little missing piece stuck on there, so I'm just going to get rid of this stamp. Let's try that. I'm not going to get all bummed out about it because I have lots of stamps. That's an old set. I'm just going to glue that down. I'm afraid if it's laying on there crooked, it will make me stamp crooked. So it took quite a while for Billy and his family to go through their gifts, and it was fun. So some of the gifts were labeled for Layla, their daughter, or for Billy or Steph, or some of them were for the whole family. There's some nice gifts. And then when they were done, other gifts were handed out for other people. And then my daughter started putting a pile in front of me. She said there's no video to go with yours, but she did a themed series of gifts for me too. Now I knew she was working on the Home Alone one because she was so excited about it, and she told me about some of what she was doing, and it sounded so fun. But I didn't know she was doing a series for me, a theme, and she did Snow White for me. And no video, but there were little dwarf and Snow White figures, little tiny figures. And she had little cardboard boxes that were shaped like cottages. And there was a little figure in each cottage, and then that cottage would be attached by a ribbon to a package, and the package corresponded with whatever that figure was, whether it was a dwarf or Snow White. So Snow White had, that package had white hat, gloves, and scarf in it, and a red kind of a plush stretchy headband with a big bow on it, and it's for pulling your hair back from your face when you're washing your face and stuff. But the red bow was very Snow White. So that was really cute. And then there was the Wicked Queen didn't come in that little set of figures that she got, so she got a little plush Wicked Queen and had that in a little gift bag, and that came with an Applebee's gift card. And I wasn't making the connection yet that that the gifts and I didn't know it was a whole theme yet. And I said, oh, an Applebee's gift card. And she said, but can you trust it? And then I realized, oh, that could be poisonous because it was the Wicked Queen that gave it to me. I think I'll put this one, this will be the last signature because I have 2 green pieces. I didn't want to put the red on the red card. So these will go front and back, and then this one will go in the middle, and I'll have the red piece on that. So let's pick out an image. I like this one, that's cute. But that one has more color. And then I think I'll use this one. I have the word clowns here. And then each of the dwarves had something. So for, oh, here was like the greatest one that impressed me so much. And it was Dopey. So in the movie, the Disney animated movie, there's a scene where the dwarves are mining the diamonds, and then Dopey is shown with 2 diamonds, one in each eye, and then you can see all the different eyes in the facets of the diamond, like he had spider eyes or something. That's a very small word. Maybe I'll just do that. Or have fun. So what she did for that, and the little figure of Dopey had the diamonds in his eyes. So she gave me some little eye cooler soother patches. You put them in the freezer or fridge, and then for a few minutes, and then you can put them on your eyes to soothe your eyes. And the cool thing was, they looked like gems. I should have brought them in here to show you. And then she printed a little picture of Dopey, like a coloring picture, just a little figure, off of the internet, and Adam colored it. And then she bought these tiny little rhinestone earrings, little stud earrings that looked like diamonds, and poked them through his eyes. And put the earring backs on the back of the paper, so he had diamonds in his eyes. It was the cutest thing. Very creative. And Bashful, she gave me some, like a palette of blush. I wouldn't have thought of that. And a set of makeup tools. All right, that's cute. I like that. Do I have a label for that? Probably not. Maybe I'll go back to the word clowns and use a label. Yeah, let's do that. I think that'll be more fun. And for Doc, she gave me a whole box that had a coloring book and crayons and crossword puzzle book and a bottle of, you know, a nice water bottle, insulated water bottle, and Vicks Vapor Rub and some zinc tablets. She said it was my box for when I'm sick because it was for Doc. So just things like that. It was just very fun and very creative and delightful. And she gets so much pleasure out of watching people open the gifts that she gives. One year, she planned an Alice in Wonderland tea party for me for my birthday. And did really cool decorations. It was an outdoor party at my son's house. So she just loves doing that for people. But I don't think she'll be able to top this Christmas. Well, one year for my birthday, she made a little, it's like a little junk journal. And all the way through the book, there were hints about New York City and Broadway and The Wizard of Oz and Wicked. And then at the end of the book, it was a ticket, a pair of tickets for my husband and me to go to New York City and see Wicked on Broadway. Now, my husband was in on that, and so he and my son, they all chipped in to pay for the tickets. And then, of course, my husband had to drive me there. He was my date. And pay for the hotel and all that stuff. But the three of them chipped in for the tickets. You know, Broadway tickets aren't cheap. And that was a very exciting gift, too. So she's just so good at the whole gifting thing because she really thinks about the person who's receiving the gift. And I told her on Christmas, or the day we had our Christmas, and we had opened all of those things. And when I hugged her goodbye, I told her that she was our special gift. She's a gift to our family for sure. There, we did 3 cards, and yeah, it's about time to go. So I hope you didn't mind hearing my story about our Christmas and watching me sort through all my stuff as I tried to get myself organized. I figured I would, because I didn't know if I wanted to work on this journal, work on the gnome journal, or just work on organizing some more. I thought I would feel better if I actually got some work done on this journal. So I'm going to work on this journal today for a while. I don't know if I'll do another video today, but we've got a good start on it so far. So I hope you'll come back for whatever the next video will be, and I'll see you then. And I hope that you are having a creative day and that you'll have a creative and productive and happy New Year. See you soon. Bye.